What's up, everybody? This is Michael Davis, Ava Black, the professor of Women Wrestling. Welcome to my review of WoW Women Wrestling Season 3, Episode 9, right here on the PW Zone. And without even, wasting any time, we gotta get to the first segment, the first thing that happened on the show, this episode. And we have Baby Betty and A. Jones head in the ring. And again, I probably said it before in my live review, I say it again. I am enjoying this storyline with the Fab Four and Baby Betty and Ice Rag and now Jay Jones being part of this mix. I'm enjoying it with some minor nitpicks. This is one of those nitpicks that I was like, why are we doing this? Like, yeah, Jay Jones and Big Wig in the ring. They want to talk to David McLean. And I don't know why they want to talk to him about this. And without even wasting any time, without even, batting an eye, the Fab Four come out alongside Ice Swag and Lon Star is, poking the bear, saying, oh, stop being so dramatic. Like, Ice Swag doesn't want to come home with you guys. And Ice Swag is just hanging out with the Fab Four, still wearing the scarf and the glasses and that she was given to Lon Star. And Baby Bay say, you better come home right now because all the Fab Four is doing is brainwashing you. You don't belong with the Fab Four. And Ice White said, oh, they're my friends, Mom. I'm enjoying living the life like living the fabulous life with the Fabulous Four. And as she gives a hug to Play Pink, and Play Pink is like, get away from me. And Dave Jones says, everybody make valid points here. But they don't says they're not your friends, Holly. Want to get what once you give them what they want, and they was just kicking the curve pretty much. I'm paraphrasing, but that's what he pretty much says. Once you give them what they want, so they gotta kick in the curve. They don't love you. They're not your friends. And High Swag saying, oh, I don't want to be passed around like a pair of underwear. Back and forth. But long story short, Jay Jones made one challenge into a match for custody of High Swag. Again, another nitpick of this feud. Why are we having this custody match? Like that time check, you got not Rey Mysterio and the Fab Four, or in this case, Miami Heat, are not a girl. Why are we having this custody match for High Swag? Like, why are we doing this? It's just like, especially what happens at the end of the match. So this matchup made no sense whatsoever, and this matchup was not meant to be a custody match. So in the main event, we gotta have Jay Jones and Baby Betty versus Miami Heat in a non-time match, but in a custody match, which I'm not gonna call that. I'm gonna call it a non-time match when we get to the main event. But before we get to the main event, we gotta talk about a couple debuts that happened on the first match of episode 9. First matchup, we have Scout Parker, the former Ice Cold, taking on the Arabian grappler Xena Phoenix.
My God, she's something special. I'm just gonna leave it at that. She is sensational.
And I was fortunate to watch her wrestle during the tapings back in August before her televised debut. And she is really good. She didn't look like she was lost. She did not look like she didn't know what she was doing. She knows exactly what she was doing. She brought in her Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu into play, and she just leave her in the ring. And that's what she did in this match against Scout Parker. And for Scout Parker, she did her usual move that she normally does when she was ice cold. She put out a Hurricane Driver onto Xena, and she tried to do a stand moonsault, but Xena moved out of the way. But long story short, Xena put Scout Parker in the armbar. She taps her out, and the first of many wins for Xena Phoenix, hopefully, and wow. And all I gotta say is, welcome to the show. But it was not all fun and games because Xena Phoenix did not have time to celebrate as Scout Parker attacked her after the match. So even though she lost the match, she is standing tall in the ring, like just being her happy-go-lucky, her like enjoying Mother Nature, enjoying the outdoors self, and she gonna be here for a while. But real soon, Scott Parker might have a little friend as a tag team partner because it was spoiled by WoW on the website that Scott Parker's tag team partner would be Sprout Green.
What the hell is this?
Now, before you start Wilson in the comments or Wilson, this character, before she made her debut, I want you to take a look at this clip right here while I tell you guys what's it all about. Now, just like Scott Parker or any other gimmick that I see on wrestling, whether it be WWE, AEW, TNA, you name it, I'm gonna give it a chance because after watching this clip and after watching what I saw her do during the tapings in August, I think she's gonna do just fine. Yes, he has a silly gimmick. Yes, he has a silly name, but it's all a gimmick. But once he see what he can do in the ring, I think you'll probably change your mind how you see the gimmick because I do think she gotta do well. I think her and Scott Parker as a tag team could be good work. I think their tag name could be the Environments or something like that. But I do think that these two are gonna be like a funny or like, a tag team that you can't take seriously as heels, but they gotta do whatever they can to win matches or make you guys take them seriously to a certain degree. So yeah, I'm not worried about Sprout Greens. I think she's gonna do great, and her and Scott Parker be a pretty good tag team, pretty entertaining tag team, and look forward to seeing them debut soon. For one white superhero make her debut this episode, to another white superhero make her debut soon, to another white superhero make her debut on the next episode, episode 10. That being Valentina Diamante. Now the area reveal package on this episode talk about how Valentina got into wrestling. She's from Mexico City, and she moved to LA to become a wild superhero. Just like most of the wild superheroes on the roster, she is a stunt woman. She is a stunt performer. And not saying there's nothing wrong with that because most of the women on the roster that are stunt performers, they have gotten really good in the ring. Case in point, Genesis. She was a stunt double before she got into wrestling. She got into WoW. So like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but she will be facing 1/3 of top tier Coach Cavalli on the next episode. WoW, episode 10 this weekend, and you already know that Kenny Cross and Glory gonna be at ringside, causing Valentina hell. And all I gotta say is, welcome to WoW. Next matchup, you have the Fierce Sisters, Roxy and Foxy, taking on Amber Instinct, aka Team Cat Dog, Carrie Zings, and Gordon Collins. Now, the matchup was okay. It was okay. I was gonna say that, and I would say that the ending of the match was very flat. It was very anticlimactic. But I will say that Roxy Fierce did decent in this match. She hit two splashes in the corner that looked really good on both. She hit one on Gordon Collins early in the match, and she hit one to Carrie Zings late in the match. But other than that was the only thing I can think of that she did well in. I still think she still get her feet wet in the mat, the wrestling mat. But I do think she can get better. That's all I'm gonna say. I know she can get better in the ring. But Foxy Fierce started the match up with Carrie Zings. She started just pinning Carrie Zings time and time again, and just of course he kick out at 1 or 2. But the matchup was okay. At one point, it just you had Gordon Collins, you got Carrie Zings distract the referee, and Gordon Collins comes in hitting a Ray Run style back breaker, and then she didn't get hit all the way. It looked like she was like lightly bare back, and she just fell down the mat. But like other than the whole like bosses and just slip ups, it was not like was a terrible match. I wouldn't say it was an awful match. It was just okay. But the match and the matchup, you had Roxy Fierce get ready to put Gabby James in a power bomb position to get hit over with a power bomb of some sort. But Gabby James rakes the eyes or claws the eyes, see the cat. But she claws the eyes of Waxy Fierce. The referee is distracted by Gordon Collins, and she lightly kicks her in the back, and Waxy Fierce just slightly falls down, and she just lets Gabby James pin her for the 3. So Amber Instinct gets the win. And they cut a promo after the match saying that, we heard that the Fierce Sisters are going to claw their way to the tag team division. But do they know that that's my thing? See, this Gabby James talking. And Going On says, we were born to be wild, and we cannot be tamed. And they basically, it was a decent promo to end the match up. Again, Amber Instinct is doing pretty good at the tag team, even though the way they came together was still silly and corny because once a cat, once a dog lover, and it's like I put them together. That's why I call them Team Cat Dog, because one's a cat lover and one's a dog lover. It's like, it's a match made in heaven, but don't just put them in a tag team because of it's a funny funny joke, but at the end of the day, I am liking Amber Instinct week after week, and despite them having silly antics, I do think they're good at a tag team. And then we get the semi-main event. Renia Way representing the Alliance going up against Tiki Chamorro. Now this basically was 75% that way and 25% Tiki, because they was not exactly a squash match because Tiki Chamorro got more offers than Pat Wiley did when she had her match against Del Way a few weeks ago. But Tiki Chamorro pulled up a fight. She almost knocked out Del Way with a sleeper hold, and Del Way would go for a senton sitting on the face of Tiki Chamorro, but she moved out of the way, and Del Way had her ass sore know them all pretty much. Tiki Chamorro put up a fight, but you already know when the Renia Way is willing with the Alliance, she's not alone. So Tiki had to deal with BK Willem, G Gianni, and not exactly Andrew Gambino because he's on commentary with McLean and Nigel, but she had to deal with the Brat Pack on the outside. And they caused a little bit of distraction to Tiki Chamorro, so much so that Renia Way hits the kill shot, lariat, on the back of the head of Tiki Chamorro, and she gets the win. And again, 75% of Del Way in this match, but not exactly a squash match because Tiki Chamorro did put up a fight. Before the main event, we see pre-tapes from both Jay Jones and Baby Bay and highest ranked Lone Star. Baby Bay basically saying, "Hey, we gotta take it back home where you belong. Hey, you don't come home willingly. We gotta drag it back home while you're kicking and screaming. If that's not the case, we gonna beat the crap out of you anytime, anywhere." And I'm paraphrasing, but it's basically what he said. And Big Betty, aka Amazing Maria, is not shy of beating the crap out of her daughter here and there in the Indies. There's challenger matches in the Indies, many OVW, where we see both High Swag and Big Betty beat the crap out of each other as Holly Haze and Amazing Maria. So it's not old news that they have fought each other in the Indies, and it's gonna be interesting to see if that does happen. And then we hear from Holly Swag and Lone Star, and Holly Swag talking to Lana saying, "Listen, I appreciate you giving me this opportunity to live this lifestyle, but that's my mom out there. I mean, she gave me life. I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for her. They ain't drive my aunt into this, Jay Jones. That's a whole other story. This is my family." And Lone Star says, "Listen, I understand, but you deserve all this. You don't belong in anyone's shadow. You're a star. And all this clothes, all this looks great on you, and you're going to do amazing in the Fat Four. I have faith." And yeah, it's just, I don't see this being just a custody match because, again, we see what happened in the end. There's no point calling this the custody match. But it's been enough talk. It's time for the main event. We got Jessie Jones and Big Bay taking on the Wild Tag Champions, Miami Heat. The Wild Tag House now on the line because this is a custody match. Again, don't know why they call it a custody match, but whatever. We move. We started the match up with Jessie Jones and Lindsay in the match. Tit for tat, team wrestling. Of course, Jessie Jones getting the better of that, and you have Jessie Jones and the Big Bay double teaming on I think with Lori. They hit the honk elbow drop to Lori, and that's when we see we also see Big Bay hitting her combination European uppercut in the corner, bulldog, and super kick. Only get a 2 count, and then Jessie Jones comes in and he starts spinning Lori around in circles in the middle of the ring while he had her legs wrap around her body. It was a funny sight. And then he proceeds to give Lori a face full of grits as he makes Lori kiss her grits with a hip attack. But it was all the funny games were over for Jessie Jones for the most part because Lori chopped the leg of Jessie Jones, and both Lori and Lindsay targeted the leg the whole match, the rest of the match up. And if something you might want to know, Jessie Jones had a knee injury back in season 1, and it took her out for majority of the season, and now she's back here getting her knee pulled apart by both Lori and Lindsay. Lori puts the Boston Crab on to Jessie Jones in the middle of the ring, but Jessie Jones finds a way to roll Lori up, but only get a 2 count. Lori gets right back on that leg, punches it repeatedly. She attacks in Lindsay comes in, locks in an ankle lock. Get the hell out of here. I don't know why you're here. They're not deadlock. Get the hell out of here. Jesus. I thought Jason Momoa was worse. Anyway, she puts an ankle lock on Jessie Jones, but Jessie Jones kicks her in the face. She gets out of it, tags in Big Betty. The Big Betty gets out tag, taking out both Lori and Lindsay. Lori hits Lori with a German suplex, and hits Lindsay with the sideways leg sweep. Only get a 2 count, and Lori gets back up, only get hit with a stunner for Big Betty. And then while the referee is distracted by Lon Star, here's Big Betty hitting Lindsay with the Rainmaker, but highest whack. This little want. She gets out of the chair. She knocks out Jessie Jones on the apron. She comes in with a pink mad ball, and she whacks her mother in the face with a sack of rocks. And Lindsay pins Big Betty. 1, 2, 3, and Miami Heat get the win. And highest wag is officially part of the Fabulous 4.
You know how long I've been waiting for this?
I like to point out that the close moments in the match were almost warned by McLean on commentary, because this guy had the nerve to ask the question, who she hit? Who she hit? Like, you know exactly who she hit. You're not that far away from the ring where you're sitting at the announce table. Why are you asking that dumb question? Like, this is my immediate reaction when I heard that.
Shut your stupid ass up.
But the fact of the matter is this. Highest Wag is the newest member of the Fab Four. Who needs an enforcer? We got someone who's higher hood. And like, having heel Highest Wag, I was hoping that they would do this. I pray for this, and it's happening. Heel Highest Wag and wow. And like, it's not gonna be as unhinged as higher hood Haley J in the Indies, but it's close to it. Have her join the Fab Four. It definitely reminds me of the time where they turned Dominic Mysterio heel, when they have him turn heel on Rey Mysterio, have him join Judgment Day. For months he had Judgment Day trying to convince Dom to turn on his father and join them and just be his own person, and what he did, and he ended up being the biggest heels in WWE right now. And this is exactly what happened with Highest Wag. The Fab Four, in particular, Lon Star, trying to convince Highest Wag to be her own person. Stop being in the shadows of your mother and just be out there as a star, like you were born to be. And she turned on her mother, Big Betty, and now she's part of Fab Four. Almost similar to what happened with Dom. Am I comparing Highest Wag to Dominic? No, because we all know that Highest Swag is a bigger star, a better wrestler than Dominic, in my opinion. She's a better wrestler, while Dom is currently the biggest star by default. But beside that point, I am happy that Highest Swag is on in the Fab Four, and I look forward to seeing what happens next as she alongside the Fab Four, Street Heat and play Pink and Lone Star. As for Jay Jones and Bigger Betty, I'm assuming they're gonna be a tag team moving forward, which I'm totally fine with, because they were a tag team outside while in the Indies as the Smother daughters, alongside Tracy Smothers. So nothing new to them. So I look forward to seeing them at the tag team moving forward, and I look forward to seeing what happens next this weekend on episode 10, and I will be doing that review, upload that review like on Tuesday or Wednesday, God willing, and later on in like close to the Survivor Series, I will put up a trivia video for certain faction that just reunited last week. I don't know if I'm just put up the ones for certain bloodline. But yeah, that's all I got for this review. If you miss any matches, miss any episode, while go on the YouTube channel, wildsuperheroes.com. No, Wild Superheroes on the YouTube channel. Like, comment, subscribe, tap the bell, you don't miss any of my reviews. Hope you guys have a good weekend. And yeah, see you guys next week. In the meantime, I'm Mike Davis, Ado Black. I'm out.